What's up, you guys? It's RTA YTSGaming back at again with another video. Today we got some Wulong content. Wulong Fallen Dynasty patch 1.06 update notes and item changes. Now I'm gonna say off the bat, we streamed this game last night, and I did not like the changes. But we about to see what's actually inside the patch and see what's going on, because I don't know what they was thinking with this patch at all. If you like videos like this, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. Let's get into it.
Welcome back, you guys. Today Team Ninja has released patch 1.06 for Wulong Fallen Dynasty. There are a decent amount of patch adjustments and major bug fixes that are currently in these patch notes. We're going to go over all of the changes that have been made and a majority of the solid bug fixes that they've implemented with patch 1.06. So the first initial feature that they've added to Wulong in version 1.06's patch is they added the feature Inner Discipline. This Inner Discipline feature allows players to set their own maximum morale rank. This is going to be accessible via the battle preparation and then Inner Discipline in the battle flag menu, and what this basically allows is for us to set a maximum morale rank on our character. So you can see that Inner Discipline will prevent morale rank from actually rising above the set limit that you set when you obtain morale points by defeating enemies or performing fatal strikes. This is going to make it to where if you really want to set a challenge for yourself, you're going to be able to set that maximum morale rank for whatever reason and essentially not go over it when you defeat enemies. You can see we've unlocked the Inner Discipline menu here, and now once you go into battle preparations and you go into Inner Discipline, so you can see here our current maximum morale rank is set to 25. So this change is actually a lot bigger than you initially think, because it's going to allow us to get a lot more gear in terms of rarity, in terms of 5-star gear, grace sets, than previously before. And so the way this works, you can see here that you can set your maximum battle morale rank, and the higher an enemy's morale rank is compared to yours means the higher the drop rate of rare items will be when you defeat them. So
Alright, so I have a question about that. Because like I said, I streamed the whole update last night. And from what this says, the higher the morale rank of the enemy, the higher the drop rate. We was killing 25 ranks at like level 16 last night and still getting 2-star and 3-star gear in New Game Plus. I really feel like this game has a loot problem, because there's no reason, if that is the case and the morale is what's supposed to give us the loot, how come after we killed this 25 level boss at 16 we're not getting 5-star gear, not even the 4-star gear? We're getting 3-star, 2-star, even sometimes 1-star. I just don't understand what they trying to do with this ranking system when it comes to this gear and loot.
you beat enemies with a higher morale rank compared to yours. Let's say yours is 10 and you defeat a morale rank 20 major boss, you're going to get much higher drop rates for rare items this way. So if you're trying to farm a specific set from a specific boss, you can set your maximum morale rank here. And this is going to make sure that you don't go over that in case you want to farm or give yourself a challenge, for instance. So you can see we can come in here and we can change this. We can set it to literally whatever we want. Let's say we set it to 19. It's now going to set our maximum morale rank at 19. And also one of the big features of this is, since I'm in Hidden Village, my current rank is 20. If I actually apply this, it means my current morale rank will be lowered to reach this value. So if we click yes and proceed, it's going to lower our morale rank. And this is going to be really great, I'm sure, for farming at some level, because if we want to set this at 1, we're now setting it at 1. So if you can pull off a actual boss fight, and we'll probably go into testing for this, you actually probably are going to get some insane gear this way. And simply go back and reset it to 20 or whatever you want your max to be. So with that being said, this feature will actually be disabled when you're participating in recruit and invade sessions specifically, and the elixir and burial flag buffs that increased morale rank will still be applied above the maximum limit. So if you set a maximum limit of 20 and you're at, let's say, 20 and you use an elixir potion, it's still going to bump your morale rank up. They made changes to the reinforcements menu so that a handshake icon will now be displayed next to the companions who have accompanied the player at least once. So if we actually go into reinforcements here, you can now see next to the players' names, there's actually a handshake icon, meaning they have been our companion in a battle at least once. So this is good just to keep track of that for achievement's sake. And this is
Okay.
specifically the Great Gatherings achievement. So this is good just to add to another item we're going to be able to track and make the game that much easier. Another change they made was added icons to display the location of the blacksmith and the old man. This is a decent change, as you can see here. It's not really one that's needed, but it's one of the things that should have been in the game in general. So this is good. You can see the icon for his house here and the blacksmith icon on the map as well. Now these are some decent adjustments that were made. So the following adjustments were made to the actual item elixir. So they changed the mechanics of the effects so that the morale rank increase is now treated as an actual buff effect that expires after a set period of time, meaning when you consume an elixir, it is no longer permanent. It is a set period of time, acting as, like we already mentioned, a buff effect on your character. They changed the morale rank, however, increased from 1 to 3, meaning now when you drink one, instead of going up 1 morale rank, you actually go up 3 morale ranks. But again, it is on a timer now, and it is not a permanent thing until you die. They've also changed the durations of the effects from 30 seconds to 60 seconds from when you actually drink the potion, meaning those effects and debuffs that you get from that are going to last a little bit longer. So you can see here, upon using an elixir, it does pass that.
I don't know, man. I don't like what they did to the elixirs. Cause I don't know about you guys. I was one of the few. I'll pop a couple of elixirs, go back to the flag, get to a level I'm comfortable doing, and just do it. That's how I believe the elixir should have been done. Hell, even in the story, they make it like the elixir is supposed to be doing all this and that. And that's how majority of us was treating the elixir. Now they kind of just ruined the elixir. No one's going to want to pop a elixir not knowing not only that the buff is not going to be permanent, I'm going to be slow with no spirit for 60 seconds. There's no way you can battle like that. So, I don't know what they be nerfing stuff that don't need to be nerfed. I don't get it.
Maximum limit, and you can also see our debuffs here that we're currently getting. So our debuffs are going to last a lot longer, meaning if you do use this elixir to actually raise our morale rank, we're going to be constantly stacking negative spirit, making fighting overall a lot harder. You can see if I take this elixir with lighter armor on versus my heavy armor, it doesn't actually seem to have that much effect on our negative spirit that we're getting. We're still getting the same amount, but we're still maxing out on our negative spirit here, meaning if you do use an elixir, it's going to be a little bit harder to fight. You can see here, once these effects drain all the way down to 0, our morale rank is going to go from 23 to 20, almost on the dot, meaning these effects are going to be active the entire time. And since this is time based now, like I mentioned already, it's not permanent. It's going to last the same time as the actual effects themselves, meaning 60 seconds. This is another adjustment. They enlarged the affinity hitbox of the flame area generated by the demonized Zhao Dun's tail, so that it will be easier to neutralize the flames by taking advantage of 5-phase affinities. They adjusted the activation timing for the special effect subtlety of the water phase so that it occurs after the fatal strike sequence is complete rather than at the start of fatal strikes, meaning if you're using a gray set that uses the subtlety of water phase, that's just another good bonus for you. And they also made adjustments so that the lock-on mechanics would not target enemies awaiting aid. This is good because especially in PvP, if you've played enough, you know that you can accidentally target someone that's awaiting aid instead of the 1 or 2 other people that are up that you have to worry about actually fighting. This makes it even better. Now they also have a major list of bug fixes here, and I'm not going to go through every single one, but I'll go through a couple that are definitely worth noting. So they fixed crash-prone situations that occurred in certain environments. They fixed a bug that allowed some players to go out of bounds in certain maps, so they've made a bunch of positive changes here about getting stuck, going out of bounds, crashes, as well as many other bugs for specific
I have
missions.
noticed that.
There are many of these bugs that they fixed throughout individual levels. You can see a ton of actual bugs fixed here for very specific levels, as well as overall in the game, graphics, and crashing and other changes. And it's good that these bugs are getting fixed very consecutively here. They've also made some major bug fixes here where they fixed a bug in which the mouse could not be used outside of the game screen when using the keyboard
For
on
you
the controller
PC
type
players.
and controller settings. They fixed a bug that calls the UI for special effect details within the equip menu to flicker in the 120 FPS setting, which a majority of people and I myself included used, and I have definitely noticed this as well, and fixed a bug that prevented the wizardry spells menu from being displayed in full screen and ultra wide resolutions. I did again actually notice this when playing on my ultra wide monitor, so that's good that that is resolved. Overall, version 1.06 brought us some decent adjustments for Wolong that I'm going to be testing out over the next week to see if our morale rank changes affect drop rates very much at all. And if so, I'll make sure to post that here, and I'll link all of the changes in the description in case you want to scroll down really quick and click on those to check those out specifically. And while you're down there, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Like the video and subscribe to him for the news. Bro, what's up with these people with their cars, bro? Oh, loud. I hope y'all don't hear this shit in the audio. But like I said, I streamed it live for like 5 hours last night. Maybe you guys might have better luck, but me and the person I was playing with, shout Too Smooth, we was literally under leveling, like I'd say probably like 9 times out of 10 for battles for the most part. And we was not getting any good loot. Now, we did go back to the monkey farm that everybody was doing. It worked. That was the only time we actually got good loot. So maybe they didn't mess that up. I didn't do it enough last night just to see like the odds or anything. We ran it like, I think it was like 5-6 times. And after 5 or 6 times, got not legendaries, got 5-star gear. Probably got like 6 items or something like that. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like if you want gear, you're going to have to farm the monkey still. I just don't know to the extent of, like I said, the whole new leveling. Because we were just playing through New Game Plus yesterday. Going through mission after mission after mission. 2-star. 1-star. 3-star. Barely even getting 4-star in New Game Plus. I'm one of the few that believe that if you're playing New Game Plus, you shouldn't get anything below 4. That's just my opinion. But if you are, 3 got to be the limit. Why am I getting 2-star gear in New Game Plus? Why am I even getting 1-star gear in New Game Plus? So, from my experience from this patch so far, the loot, I don't get how that morale ranking is doing anything with the loot. I really don't. But I will be playing it again, most likely, if not tonight. Sometime whenever you see this video, just check the channel, because content for Will on Fire and Dynasty forever gonna be on the channel. But yeah, so far to me, I don't know. Hopefully next patches fix everything. I'm just on the fence about the loot, because the whole point of the build is get the best loot. But that's gonna do it all for here. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'm willing to have a conversation in the comments. If you want to talk about anything you like, you don't like, whatever the case may be, need help with the game, let me know in the comments. But yeah, catch you on the next video.